What's up? Welcome back to your Coast to Coast Premier League fantasy update. We are going to go through Game Week 27 review and Game Week 28, blank Game Week 28 team reveals today. First, we're going to take it to the table. There was a lot of movement in the table, a new leader at the top of the table. Austin, you might be at the top. A lot of people went up, some people went down. We'll take a look at that. Then we're going to take a look at the Dow team and discuss what moves we might be able to make there and what's kind of being proposed this week. And then after that, we will have our team reveals. We have both made transfers. We're just going to tell you what we did and what we're thinking. And then that will wrap up our video today.
Yeah, and I say we just go ahead and slowly march on with this video right now to another topic. Sully March himself is the topic. Wow. Has that maybe happened once or twice before at most? A lot of March owners are out there were not happy. I would say that, and it stinks.
I think we should at least have a vote, I think we should at least have a vote to see if we should add them up at the end. I mean, a goal is a goal. A goal is goal, right? Goal is goal.
Yep. Yeah, this is what we were chatting about. I think at the end of the day, though, we're not playing Premier League. We're playing Fantasy Premier League, and fantasy is what it is, and they are the fantasy overlords. So
all right,
it's their game. We can't really change it. I think it was a goal. I own Sully March too.
Yeah.
For now.
Fair enough. I think it's a controversy. I think there's a fight to be fought there to get those points personally. But with that, I also want to bring up a interesting little rumor in the soccer world linked with the international manager job with the American national team, U.S. national team.
I'd like to check the source on that too, though, but that would be something, wouldn't it? Yeah, he's got, glorious.
Thierry Henry, by the way. Thierry Henry is linked to the U.S. national team head coach job. So that will be interesting to see if that has any merit at all. I don't even know where I saw it today. I
think it might have been that apps guy. That guy's shady. But no, that'd be incredible. I mean, I think it'd be cool as a long time Arsenal fan. But obviously, want the best for the national team, and I think if we could get a Jose Mourinho or someone very proven, that would be great.
Jose Mourinho, that's who you want?
I would take him over Thierry Henry. I'll say that.
Pochettino.
I would also take him over Thierry Henry.
You'd imagine Tuchel.
Thierry Henry, no.
All right.
Tuchel, that'd be interesting. But yeah, going to the table, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna go on with the agenda today. Bants aside, it's been an exciting week. Look at all those green arrows. And one of the best ever weeks for our league. A lot of people over 100, a lot of people in the 90s. So very, very high standard being set. And at the top of the table, we have Gunners Resurgence.
That is the case.
How you feeling up there? How's the weather up there, man?
I know that the wind can blow pretty quick because last time I was up here, it was not more than 1 week. And it's only my second time all season. So, it's new for me. It's new, but who it's not new for? At the end of the day, Arsenal and Gunners Resurgent and Barksenal are all at the top of the table. I think, it's just a beautiful thing to see. It's great. Go Gunners.
It would be interesting to see if it's truly the year of the Gunners in our league and in the Premier League, but I hope you guys don't get your heart broken, mate.
Heartbreak has happened before with the Gunners, but the season feels special. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on. Barksenal's up there. FPL American dropped a little bit. You guys clear to see it all. I will say Cancelo Culture had the top score of the week, so that made the biggest push towards the top.
Let's look why he's up there. Cancelo Culture, congrats to you, manager of the week. Big accomplishment. 115 points. That's a big score. He kept on Gabriel because I benched Gabriel and he got 14. He finally scored that goal. And it was just on the week that you drop him. I feel like a lot of managers might have felt like that, but that's how I felt. But to go back to Apps' team here, Cancelo Culture.
Yeah, that Brighton midfield.
So yeah, that Brighton triple up is nice. Solly March, Matoma, McAllister all got him points. So he moved up the table.
And it's super interesting too. He had the smarts to drop Salah against Bournemouth after the form Liverpool was in against Man U. So respect for that. That was impressive. Not many managers would have done that. I dropped Nunes, Salah, and Robertson for the Man U game. All three of them. If I would have kept him, I would have been jumping for joy, and I sure as hell would have kept him against Bournemouth. So
yeah,
well done on Cancelo culture.
Yeah. Then we had over 100 points was me, you, Barksonal, and Cancelo culture. So good stuff. Good stuff. Pongdom slid pretty far down here. Shoddy, you were charging up the table, and now you slipped out of the Champions League places now, mate. Sorry about that. Down to 5th. I'm charging up the table. I'm like 60 from the top. I think it's still possible, but I got a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of time. It's going to have to be very well executed if I
triple captain is going to have to be maximum. I mean, you got to get 25 or 20 points from a triple captain.
I mean, the bench boost week, depending on like how that goes, could be some ground made up. I think there's a lot of possibilities here. Just remember, the wins don't choke, man. Don't choke.
I won't. I will try to keep it up just like the Gunners.
Yeah, I hope they don't choke either. Maybe you'll both choke and you won't win the league. That would be nice.
Who's your team, man? Well, who are you?
Dude, you know I'm a Newcastle fan, mate.
When like a year ago?
Since Genie, bro. Since Genie.
Right when the investment came in.
No,
Newcastle.
It was Genie. I even have his jersey.
I will vouch for him. He liked him. He liked a lot of teams over the years, though. But he's on Newcastle about 2 years. I'll give him maybe.
Since Genie, they went down and came back up, and I stayed a fan. You look at the timeline.
This guy liked Torres a lot. This guy was like a Liverpool Torres. I don't know.
All right, let's have a look at the Dow team. This is what we have. Let's move on with the agenda. Let's get through these things. Don't want these to be too long. So we got 85 points this week. Started Gabrielle. 85 is not bad, but it didn't, help him out too much.
Yeah. Mitrovic up there, 2-pointer. He'll be an interesting one to see if they go all the above, which we can check out in the Dow.
All right, let's check that out. Here's all the proposals.
A lot of good ones in there today. Definitely some geniuses out there. What else say?
All right, the first one, no wild card, Shaw to Chilwell. Reasoning, less blanks. Chelsea might be on the rise. Chilwell in attack a lot. I mean, fair enough. Chilwell in attack, I think that's fair. But I feel like the team has a lot of blanks right now. That's my opinion. I also put in the wild card. Mitrovic blanks, Rashford blanks, Matoma blanks, Haaland blanks, Shaw blanks. I think that it's time for a refresh, but I think these other options are good too. But as you can see, I voted for the wild card.
And before he voted too, this was the only anonymous vote so far that did not show everybody's percentage yet of votes towards some. So pretty interesting on that front. You guys will see when you guys are voting in there that nothing's going to sway you besides potentially Logan.
Hey, yep. So I am actually going to campaign for this proposal here. Play the wild card. Look, I watched a lot of videos. I did a lot of research. Just, with different options people could do right now if they wanted to play it. And I set it up for Game Week 29, so it could potentially bench boost in Game Week 29 and take advantage of all those doubles. And then also preparing a little bit for the blank Game Week 32 that's coming up as well. So I put some effort into this. I think it's a good proposal. I hope you vote for it. But we'll see what happens. I won't be here. I think no wild card Haaland for Havertz is also very nice. Play with a couple blanks and save wild card for a rainy day. Yeah, it could. That's good too. And then here's a double transfer. Austin, you put this in so you campaign for this one.
I mean, yeah, I can. I can. I would say Holland and Watkins is an interesting move. Watkins, yeah, he's been back and has been chilling. And I mean, Watkins has been in form, 5 goals and 5, I think, something like that. The fixtures are great. Getting Holland out could give you a little problems later, but that's where I think you can just go right back to him later on. I think even as soon as the Liverpool game, he could come back in. So I think the Dow would be capable of that. And yeah, I think the wild card though with the doubles could be massive. You can always play that the next game week too. So it just depends. People have to think it all through.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. But you know what? I like it. I'm going to cast a vote. I just supported it.
All right, and we'll see how the vote comes out.
What happens, I'll wake up tomorrow morning and make the changes to the team.
If we did a solely March vote, what do you think? 80-20, 70-30? I think it would have been March points should not have counted.
I would vote to add them, but it's literally only because it helps me.
Yeah, interesting. I also had March. I just think it could get pretty messy though.
Yeah.
And like we talked about earlier, we're playing Fantasy Premier League. But anyway,
but he did score.
Yeah, I got to see it again. I honestly, my first glance, I didn't really think he did, and I didn't ever watch it again. We're not gonna watch it now. Don't worry.
Okay. So now I'm gonna show my team how it did last week. Actually, you do yours because I gotta switch out of the Dow account.
All right, I'm gonna jump in right here with my squad. I've made 2 transfers this week. I am a forward thinker, fellow Tinkerman, 2 Tinkerman. Here is what we have. Boom. Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, and Almiron is the midfield. These are where my 2 transfers lied. I had in my squad before Martinelli, it was none other than Solly March, the guy who scored 2 goals. No.
You got rid of March?
And Matoma. March and Matoma, bye-bye. Goodbye. Good riddance. You served me well. They'll be back. Don't worry. So Martinelli's coming in there. Almiron is here. Boom. Nottingham Forest away.
Do your free hit, huh?
I'm going to do my free hit in game week 29. So that is my thoughts behind the transfers. I won max points this week. I free hit here. I'm probably won't even keep Almiron. Man U's tough. West Ham tough. Schedule gets nicer down here, though. So I think he's going to be a great differential. I think Martinelli also, not much needs to be said about him right now. Arsenal's got the fixtures in form. I don't really care who they're playing.
You worry about his playing time at all?
I will be, but by that time, I think I'll have transfer space. But I think right now he's safe. I do. Granted, Arteta could pull, or not a bad move, but I think he should start personally as well. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Who's your captain? Going with Kane?
Harry Kane is my capitan.
Wow.
You didn't see that earlier, I think, because we were always talking about the transfers. But Captain Kane, I think Arsenal's hard to predict who scores, and I think I feel confident Kane's going to score on Southampton. I really do.
We'll see, mate. All right, should I show my team?
Yeah, do it up. You clearly don't have Kane as your captain, based on your facial expression.
Not right now, but I will transparently say my armband could change, and I might make one more transfer that I'll tell you guys about. But here's my team. I almost have a full 11 on the blank game week. Rashford, Estupiñán, March on the bench. They all double with great. I'd want to keep them for the double game week next week. So I'm liking the look of my team. I want to keep Matoma as well for next week, and I think I want to roll a transfer. Roll a transfer so I can use it next week. But what I did this week was Holland to Havertz. I'm taking a gamble. There's going to be a game week where I do not have Holland, and I am terrified.
Yeah, that would be. Is that against Liverpool as well? You're not going to have them against Liverpool. Liverpool, let me tell you, their defense rock solid all season long. Oh man, that could be big. Could be Liverpool could show up though too. If anyone's capable of playing City toe to toe, Liverpool is one of those teams if they're all in form. So that's the question.
Yep.
and fit and not hurt.
Yeah, but yeah, I think some overall things about my team right now is I'm trying to get as many players on the field right now, but I also want to plan for the double game week next week because I think next week is a week where people can score real big. So really going to go for it and play my bench boots next week. So I'm looking to charge up the table, make a late charge, try to get near the top, 60 points down from the top. I think it's possible, but it's going to take a lot of good choices where anything can happen. So
You better hope Martinelli does not score lots of goals along with Almiron.
Yep.
Top.
Yep. What are my differentials from you?
Havertz is a great one. And then Botman I do not have. So Liverpool or Newcastle double dipping on clean sheets I won't be a part of. I'll get a clean sheet point from Almiron though. And yeah, the rest, I mean, yeah, you'll see.
All right.